Hey guys, it's Girl Got Game. Welcome back to XOXO Droplets, where we're doing the Clique boyfriends routes. And first up on the docket is Jason, who is with the popular Clique. So for Jason, I have to max out his affection and get the other 9 members of his clique to 100 affection at least. So that's what I've been doing for quite a few weeks. Yeah, I thought I would spare you guys the grind of checking every little decision I'm making. I can't sleep the weeks away or cheatsy doodle my way through it, really, so that's what I'm doing. No random scenes that we haven't seen have shown up. I've gotten some random scenes, but we've seen them all before. So I thought I'd bring you in for the type game, though, because you can get these guys types as a result of the type game. Of course, they don't have sprites in the game, so there's no way for you to actually know unless you guess. But GB Patch Games put up the answers to these guys on, was it Tumblr? I think it was Tumblr. Anyways, I wrote down the answers so that I could get their results. So let's see what happens when we get Jason. So Jason, first of all, is extroverted. Who knew? Extroverted. That way he'd have the same disposition as me.
Why does that matter?
Because I'm great, so being like me is always a good thing.
Alright, and that's it for the personality portion of our questions.
Wow, you weren't kidding. How short is this quiz?
There are 9 questions.
Really? Not even 10?
I could make up one more if you wanted me to.
That's alright. Just bring on question 2 already.
Okay, question 2. In comparison to you, what's your preference for height? Taller, shorter, about the same?
Okay, so apparently Jason is about the same height as Jerkat, so around the same would be ideal.
Why?
It'd make smooching while standing more convenient.
Vile.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Question 3. What's your preferred body type out of the people here? Kinda scrawny, sorta fit, or more muscular?
Fit, apparently. Yep. Some muscle definition would be good.
Yeah, more muscle than that looks kinda ridiculous.
Uh-huh, okay, Shiloh. Take it easy.
Question 4. How do you feel about the length of their hair? Long, really short, at least a little something that hangs down?
In between. In between. Having something to sway dramatically in the breeze is nice.
Does it still count if the hair is pulled back?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Alright, question 5. Do you have any preference for skin tone? Lighter colored, medium, especially dark? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, Jerkat.
Jason is dark-skinned. It's alright, I can give an answer. I prefer darker tones.
Okay, question 6. I don't know if this question will really work.
What's the problem?
It's about the outfits people are wearing, but, you know, uniforms.
Can't you tweak it?
Sure. Everybody will just have to think about the types of clothes we wear outside of school, though.
I'm sure we'll manage.
Got it. Question 6. When it comes to clothes, what types of color schemes do you prefer? Light and saturated colors, dark and muted colors, a mix of both?
Jason is a fan of light and saturated, apparently. Light, saturated, basically pretty colors.
Is pretty really the best word you could come up with?
You're such a baby. It's okay if someone uses the word pretty for guy things, too.
Question 7. Do you care about the way their eyebrows look?
This is getting ridiculous.
Sorry, there are only so many questions you can ask about this kind of thing.
Who cares? It's almost over. Let him ask the dumb questions.
Ahem. As I was saying, is there something you prefer when it comes to eyebrows? Really thin, average, extra thick?
Jason has thin eyebrows. Extra thin.
Do I even want to know why?
It's nothing weird, I just like how it looks.
Alright. Question 8. Glasses. Yay or nay?
A nay. Nay, give me a clear view of those peepers.
Don't call them that.
I'll do what I want.
Question 9. The last question.
Finally. You do remember that after her, we're all going to have to take a turn, right?
I know, but this part is almost over and that's something.
Hardly, but whatever makes you happy, sweet pea.
Shh! Give me the last question, Shiloh. We're so close to the results.
Maybe we should skip it.
What's the problem?
The last question is unfair. It's about piercings, and SSB doesn't allow piercings for guys. There's only ever been one exception, so we couldn't know if the results were really right.
Fine, let's ask. Is there anyone here who would have a piercing if you were allowed to have one? Me. I'd pierce my ears, or at least one.
Anyone else?
I would.
Jeremy, you'd have a piercing.
Yes.
Wow. What would you pierce?
My belly button.
Oh my god. I could have gone my whole life without knowing that. And there you go. We'll just use our imaginations to pretend we live in a world where Everett has his ears pierced and Jeremy also has something pierced.
That'll work.
Well, unfortunately for Nate, Jason does not have a piercing. No thanks.
If you didn't want the guy to have a piercing anyways, then why didn't you say so? We could have skipped trying to figure out who hypothetically would have had one.
Sorry, I was curious. Hooray, we're done. Now get to it. I want to hear my answer.
Do we have to pick someone?
Yes.
But no one fits. He's right. There isn't an obvious choice.
You can't just give up, you losers. There has to be someone.
Well, Jason works, but...
That works for me.
He's not in this group, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, but he works.
You're right, he does work.
Well, I'm glad you're happy, but we don't have anywhere to go now. If none of us go, how can we keep playing?
We won't.
What?
We don't have to keep playing. If we can't even get through one round, it's obviously not gonna work.
Fine with me. I am surprised you're giving up so easily, though, Shiloh.
It's okay. I don't mind anymore.
Anymore? Are we done, then?
This is the happiest Everett and Nate have been after one of these games.
Not yet. We'll have to do something else.
What? We'll get Shiloh to open his present. Okay. Well, that was the type game. And Nate and Everett were happy for once, so yay! Alright, well, I'll continue back on the grinding. And if something happens, I will let you know. Okay, see you in a bit, guys. Okay, guys, well, I finally did it. I maxed out Jason's affection, and then wheedled my way into everyone else in the group's affections. The last being Aspen, Missy's boyfriend, or soon-to-be boyfriend, whatever. I forget what exactly the sitch is with that. Anyway, he was the last holdout, so I finally got him over 100 affection, and then this just popped up out of nowhere. It's like, do you want Jason to be your boyfriend? So we'll say yes. So, is that... Well, look, he's got some nice sunglasses. Jason D. Populars, jocks. Like shopping, listening to music, writing. Dislikes being dirty, math, and thick socks. Effect, a Swifty Taffy will be added to your inventory every Saturday. And we can go out with him. I actually need some energy though. So, let me see this. Do I get the Swifty Taffs? Come on. Not this weekend, okay. Should I go see... No, I need to sleep. So let's sleep for a second. For a hot second. And then let's go out, question mark? Okay, so it just happens. You just go out with him. How very interesting. So the date doesn't actually do anything. I've just been actually I shouldn't go here. That is where Jason sits. But Aspen has got the least affection for me, so I've been spending time with him. Anyway, let me just get to the next. Get out of my head, you dumb song. Is this really? Okay, I thought maybe we would get a announcement meeting, but I don't think we are. These guys may not be important enough. Alright, let me just get... Hey, look, I got a Swifty Taffy from Jason. Isn't he sweet? Alright. So let's see. Let's take stock of where we are in the stream of time. So all the boys are gone now. As you can see, I got a lot of affection with populars. And so there's Aspen is now higher than Bree. I don't know when that happened. And there you go, 1200 on Jason. So I think that might be it. Says we can go out. I'll do that again. If we don't get an meeting, an announcement meeting. Okay. Well, hello, Shiloh. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. We are now dating Jason and we're getting Swifty Taffies. So I don't know if anything else will actually happen, but if it does, I'll bring you in for it. If not, I'll bring you in for at least the last day of the school year. So we'll see what happens. See you in a bit, guys. Okay, well, we've stopped because we've got a random scene that we've never done before, apparently. As you can see, Mr. Everett's involved. Not too much has happened. I've continued to go out with Jason. Apparently he has, like, unlimited number of dates you can take him out on. I've been on, like, 10, but nothing's happened. It's just the day ends when you go out with him. And it doesn't even take energy when you do that, so pretty interesting, really, all things considered. But anyway, I thought I'd bring you in for this, at the very least. You got any plans coming up?
Not really. Just gotta get the back of my hair trimmed.
That's important. A look like that would suddenly become ridiculous if it was somewhat longer.
Uh-huh. You should take some notes over there.
Huh! Me?
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but your hair is literally the worst in the entire school.
Oh well.
Of course you can't do a single fucking thing to make yourself more tolerable.
Yep. Looks like it.
Fine. If you and Lynn want to go around looking like little elf people, that's not my problem.
They do kind of look like little elf people. Ouch. Had to drag Lynn into this too?
You can have fun with that.
I won't, but I wouldn't have fun with any hairstyle.
That's still not my problem.
You're the one who brought it up. Pfft. Well done, Jeremy. Anyway, let me just show you. We're in December 26th. Jason continues to give me Swifty Taffies. So yeah, you can just go out, and as you can see, nothing actually changes. So I'm just going out because, you know, why the hecky hey not? So that's kind of the latest right now. We're in the new year. So if something else happens, I'll bring you guys back in for it. Okay, so not that much time has actually passed since the last scene. I can't remember exactly what the date is, but Everett's here again. And Bae, of course. So yeah, we got a new scene, apparently.
Excuse me, Sunshine. I have a request. Seriously? You want me to do something for you? Yeah, no. Find someone else. Impossible. It's something only you can do. I doubt that. Have a little more confidence in yourself, Sweet Pea. I'm only wondering if I could listen to you play the ukulele at some point. You can play that, can't you? What the f***? Why? I have musical knowledge of my own and am simply curious. More like you want to see if I'm not up to your standards so you can give me suggestions or some shit. Would getting pointers to improve your skill be so terrible? Fucking knew it. I'm not the only person in the world who plays an instrument. Like I said, find someone else. Of course I can do that, but because of our closer relationship, I wanted to offer it to you first. Don't say we have any kind of relationship, Antichrist. But it's the truth. Whether you're pleased with it or not, you spend more time with me than almost every other student in this school.
Ouch!
I'll let you listen for 2 minutes if you never mention that again. I can accept that.
Wow! Bae the negotiator. Who would have known? I can't believe that Bae's actually gonna be listening to Everett play the ukulele. Oh, I'd love to see that. That'd be amazing. Alright, so it's February, end of February. So we still got a few months to go. So I'll see you if there's another scene. Hey guys, I'm gonna have an honest moment with you all. And admit to something. This is the third time I'm recording this end bit. The first time, it didn't record at all. And the second time, I was skipping through some things, and then we, like, completely skipped over Jason, and that was completely unacceptable. So I'm gonna try this again. I was gonna bring you in for us to say goodbye to all our Clique members, as well as our absentee boyfriend, Jason. And that went super smoothly the first time, because we had never said goodbye to these people before, so when I was skipping, it just stopped when they said goodbye. Problem is, wasn't recording the first time. And the second time, I'd already said goodbye, so now they skipped. Anywho, let's say goodbye for the third time, because third time's the charm. We can get through this. First up is Tony. I'm gonna miss you, Jerkette. I know. And this is the scene I'm skipping, is our last club meeting, so I need to be careful not to skip too far. Okay, during this, I'm just going to click. I don't care, that's gonna take longer. We're not doing this for a fourth time. We're just gonna get through this. Slow and steady. Easy does it. We can do it. We can make it through this. Okay. We heart everybody. Let's say goodbye to people. This guy! Our absentee boyfriend. We have to say goodbye. Even if it's kind of lackluster, I'm sorry to say.
Congratulations, Jerkette. We made it.
There was no doubt. And Rada? I am so glad this is over, though it is kind of sad, I guess. Whoop whoop, graduation! That's pretty lame, Zane. Oh, Zane, you so lame. And John Quill? You're ready for tomorrow, right? I was born ready. You know, funnily enough, I don't think Aspen said goodbye to us. Even to the end, he gave me nothing but grief. Alright, so we got the Swifty Taps, that code. We won prom queen, by the way, but even though Ralph goes to, Jason, sorry. Even though Jason goes to the school, he would not go to prom with us, so fine. Whatever. Well, I guess that's everything. Goodbye, room. It was nice staying here. At least I'll get to see my sisters after the ceremony is over. Honestly, they weren't able to visit me even once in 2 years. Sheesh, as though there's anything more important in their lives than me. They probably didn't want to have to see what they were missing. Great, now I'm making myself bummed about it being over again. I've got to keep it together. I know things from now on are gonna be just as great. Somehow. Goodbye, Saint Sarah Bell and Jason. You were good enough. Even if you were absent most of the time. We could go out with you every weekend, so that was nice. And this music plays during the credits, which is kind of interesting, I thought. But anyway, I won't watch through that again. So yeah, that was Jason, aka the Popular Boy's route. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, not much to it. Actually, even less than I thought there would be, but we did get a unique type game scene, which was pretty cool, as well as some extra scenes with the regular crew. So, you know, can't complain, really. But now that we're done Jason's route, our next guest on the docket is Ralph from the Jock Squad. So yeah, if you guys are interested in joining me for that, see if we can find some more scenes and watch a new type game scene, then hopefully I'll see you over there. Until then, I will see you later.